it's djcaseuk, and in this plugin review we're going to be looking at a sidechain plugin. Now I say plugin review, this is more of a recommendation. This is a plugin I've been using for a very long time. This is what I use for all my sidechaining in ASIO Pro 7. If you are using a later version of ASIO Pro, you can get the new sidechainer 2, which is exactly the same, it's just updated 64-bit instead of 32-bit. The benefit of having 32-bit is that it will work on everything, but if you've got a newer computer and newer software, then you have to get newer plugins which are compatible. I personally haven't felt any need to upgrade because I can still use all the 32-bit plugins which I need for ASIO Pro. So I'm able to make any sound I want, and all of the effects that I need are already available. So I've not found any need to upgrade and spend more money. That's my personal opinion. I use version 2 on Cubase. So as you can see, the original sidechainer is no longer available. So what I'll do is I'll put on my Discord server a link to the sidechainer which I've still got a copy of. It comes in a zip file, and when you open the zip file you've got this installation which you double click on, install it into your VST folder, and then you're ready to go. So I'll just skip the video forward so that you can see what it should look like once it's installed. Just quickly want to let you know about the products which I use in my studio. I've got my M Audio keyboards, V500 keyboard which you can customize all the buttons, 18 button mouse by Redragon which you can customize, and my Novation keyboard which is velocity sensitive and you can program it with any DAW you use. I also use Cubase as well, so it's handy having a selection of keyboards. I'll put my affiliate links in the description for you. So once it's installed, you'll have this RDG audio folder inside your VST plugins folder. You can see in there it's got the sidechainer. You can uninstall it there if you need to, and the file which it needs is this one here. So it's very important that that file's in there, the .dll file. All plugins are .dll files for ASIO Pro. So it's in there, it's in the VST plugins folder. Just double click on the installation file. So then we've got ASIO Pro. I'm just putting a track on there, clicking on the effects button, and there it is. So you can see it's now been put inside ASIO Pro. So there it is, the RDG audio sidechainer. So I can add that now onto my project. What I'll do then for a demonstration is I'll actually just show you how it works in practice. So I'm going to insert a synth. I'm going to use my first synth from the last episode, just because I just think this synth is highly amusing. So, and I'm just going to make the note a lot longer actually. Yeah, so I want a much longer note. Okay, so that's now spread across 4 bars. Let's just hear that again. Okay, so there we go. Now if I go onto my mixing console, you can see the synth I've put in there. So I'm just going to click on the add effects button, and I've got sidechain here, so add that. So here it is inside ASIO Pro, and the way that you can control this, so if you hold down the left mouse button here, by scrolling up and down, you can flick through the different shapes. So let's say I want a little dip at the start of the note. So if you've got a kick drum thumping, so I'll just find a kick drum on my computer. So here's my kick drum. I'm just going to put that in on the beats. And really the main purpose of sidechain is so that you can maybe dip the bass a little bit, and that's what this shape is doing here. Look, it's got a little dip, and that will allow the kick to come through. You use this slider here, so that is 1 bar, half a bar, quarter of a bar, or an eighth of a bar. And that's how often the sidechain is going to be coming on. So let's just go with 1 bar. So to move this, you just left click it and then move the mouse up or down. You would have thought it'd be left or right, but it's up or down. So there we go. So it's a 1 bar sidechain. So every 1 bar, it's going to be putting one of these little dips on the sound. I'm going to actually mute the kick drum for this, just so you can hear sort of before and after what happens. So let me just play the noise on its own without the sidechain. Okay, so with the sidechain on, and that's a 1 bar setting. You can see there, so you can see there every bar it puts a little dip in it. So if I want it to be every half bar, so now there's going to be twice as many dips. And quarter of a bar, so there's going to be even more now. And now that's just perfect with the kicks I've put in there. So I've put those kicks in, and when the kicks are on, so that's going to dip that noise just when the kicks are coming in. And without the sidechain, it sounds like it will sound quite muddy. You know, you kind of the kick's kind of lost in the sound somewhere. And with the sidechain, and that's it. That's the sidechain. So obviously you've got different shapes as well, depending on how you want the phase to happen, how often it cuts in and out. You can also use this mix here. So this is how heavy the sidechain is. So if I do it like that, there's going to be not much sidechain happening at all. So this is volume down and turn it up. So that's it. That's sidechaining in ASIO Pro. Very quick and simple to do with RDG audio sidechainer. This current version is not available anymore, but you can get RDG audio sidechainer 2, but that's 64-bit. so you will need something higher than ASIO Pro 7. You'll need either ASIO Pro 8 or 9 or 10 for it to work in ASIO Pro. But I will put a link to my copy of this. I've had this for a long time, and I'll put a copy of it on my Discord server. So if you join my Discord server, you have to wait for me to let you onto the Discord server. If you just introduce yourself on the welcome page, I'll authorize you to get into my Discord server, and there you'll be able to find a section for VST plugins, and I'll put the link in there for you to download it. So that's it on this video. Thanks for watching. See you on the next video.